Hello Pixie Doll, welcome back to my channel, where we try to make each day just a little more magical. So a change of scenery today, we're back in my kitchen and brewing up some beautiful springtime kitchen witchery with a spring simmer pot that's all about renewal, balance, positivity, and cleansing. The simmer pot is perfect for the start of spring or any time throughout the spring season. So the simmer pot is the epitome of practical magic, something I do all the time in my practice. It's great for helping to shift energies within your space and within yourself, and it's an amazing cleansing practice if you're someone who's sensitive to incense and smoke cleansing methods. So if you're brand new to simmer pots and wondering what in the world I'm talking about, they're basically like brewing up a magical potion. You combine things like fresh herbs, spices, fruits, flowers, whatever aligns with your intention, into a pot of water, let it gently simmer, and as the steam rises into your space, the combined energies of the ingredients do so as well. This particular one we'll do today is kind of like an energetic reset, and you'll also have your house smelling absolutely amazing. So let's go through my process of how I do a simmer pot, including a bit at the end that might be a little surprising or unusual, so stay tuned for that. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So I like to start the process by cleansing my space, a quick physical cleansing, and then here I also used some bells for sound cleansing as well. Then I bring elements that I want to have in my space while I do the simmer pot. Today we have a white candle, some fresh blooms, an amethyst, a citrine, and also a black tourmaline crystal. So feel free to bring in whatever additional elements feel right for you and for your intention when you do your own simmer pot. You can bring in different crystals, different plants, flowers, play some music in the background, whatever feels right for you and your own personal intentions at the time. Now let's look at our ingredients. First we have rosemary for clearing negativity, bringing clarity, and for fresh vibrant energy. Then we have sage, which is perfect for cleansing and renewal. It's also great for healing, wisdom, and intuition. Next, we have cinnamon sticks for speeding up manifestation and cleansing. It also brings a warm energy that attracts abundance and success. I'm also including orange for joy, prosperity, health, good fortune, and success. We're also going to include some lemon for cleansing, uplifting, and it's great for breaking up stagnant energies as well. Lastly, I'm going to include some vanilla extract for a boost of love, beauty, passion, and energy. It also really adds to the aroma of the simmer pot, and I rarely brew one without it. Next in the process, we're going to cut up our lemons and oranges. Now, if you don't have all the ingredients I've mentioned, don't worry about it. You can totally do substitutes. No rosemary, you can use thyme. You could include things like lavender, chamomile, or mint instead of some of the other things I have. Really, use what you have in your kitchen. It's one of the best things about kitchen witchery and simmer pots in general. Be creative and work with what you have on hand. While I'm cutting up and preparing my ingredients, I really like to focus my mind here on the intention at hand, on what we're trying to usher in with this simmer pot. I'll think about each ingredient and the properties they contain. I'll use some visualization during this time as well. So do what works for you and whatever will help to align your own energies with the energies you're trying to attract. Now that our ingredients are all prepared, we can start the simmer pot process. Of course, we need to first fill our pot with water, get it on the stove, and then I move all of my ingredients and supplies over to my other countertop just because of how my kitchen's set up. You may or may not have to do this little extra step, but either way, as you're preparing, keep your focus, keep your energies aligned with your intentions, and try to remain in a calm and balanced state throughout the process. Now we're all set up and ready to begin adding in our ingredients. Now if you'd like, you can state an energetic intention for each ingredient as you're adding them into the pot. I like to do this most of the time. Something like, may these lemon slices bring forth cleansing energies, or may these orange slices bring joy, etc. You can state these intentions either out loud or in your mind. I also like to hold a visualization while I'm putting my ingredients into the pot. This helps to further align me with the intentions and really bring to life what I'm trying to manifest. And do keep in mind, all of the tips and advice I'm giving in the video are just suggestions. Please feel free to adapt things, change things to meet your own requirements better and to meet your own practice better, and to have you connect with the ritual in the most meaningful way, and for you to get the most out of it that you possibly can. Small side note, simmer pots are also great for closeted witches because you could really just be brewing some potpourri on the stovetop and people would be none the wiser. Now once all the ingredients are added, we are going to turn on our burner and about to medium to bring it to a boil, and then once it's boiling we'll turn down and allow it to simmer. So as the pot is simmering, this is a great moment to place intentions into the mixture as a whole for your home and for yourself this spring season. Something else I like to do is to place my hands above the pot while I'm doing this and state my intentions, either out loud or in your mind again. You can say things like, I welcome new beginnings, balance and positivity into my home and my life this season, or may these gifts from the earth bring renewal and joy to my space and spirit. State something that really speaks to you and your own situation. The more of your own magic you put into it, the more effective it's going to be. I also tend to move my hands around while I do this to move the energy up out of the pot to further get it into my own internal self as well. And sometimes I will make shapes like a heart or draw sigils or letters above the pot that go with my intention. Use your intuition and the hand motions that feel right for you in the moment, and if it doesn't resonate, then just leave this part out. So once I'm finished with this part and the pot is simmering, the thing that I like to do, which is maybe a little unusual, is to sit in the middle of my kitchen floor and do a meditation while I let the pot simmer. This isn't something I've ever heard anyone else talk about, so it might just be a me thing, but it adds to the ritual so much. It really helps to connect me with it further, and I use this time to focus on the intention, to visualize, and to really align myself with what I'm trying to manifest in the moment. Sometimes when I'm doing this, my cat will also come and join me, and I always think of this as a bit of a blessing. This particular day, she walked a full circle around me and then came to join me by my side while I finished, and I just considered this an all-around good omen. If you have a cat, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. And when my cat does join me, I will give her a pet. I don't find this takes me out of my meditation very much. I'm still able to continue the visualization and connecting with the energies, just in case you were wondering. But like I mentioned, I really consider her added energy a blessing and positive addition to the entire process. The length of time I stay in the meditation here really depends on the day. It can be 5 minutes, it could be 30 minutes. Like I said, it all depends on the day, how I'm feeling, and I just use my intuition for this. When I'm finished, I'll feel it, I'll know that it feels complete and that I'm ready to continue the process. The kitchen floor meditation is the final big step for me in my simmer pot rituals. After that, I will go back to my pot, usually state my intentions again. I may or may not hold my hands over the pot one more time, it depends on how I'm feeling. And then I will close out the ritual. When closing, I always take a moment for gratitude. I thank the earth for these beautiful gifts and the universe for its many blessings. You can also thank a deity if you are working with one, or your ancestors for their guidance. Then I'll simply blow out my candle and turn off my burner and place my burner to the back of my stove, because when I do simmer pot rituals, I do them 3 days in a row to amplify the energy, and I love working in 3, so this works for me. You do not have to do this at all. You can just do it the one time or repeat it for multiple days if it feels right for you. After your ritual and you're done with the ingredients, you can always dry them out and use them in future spell work, or you can put them to compost. For the water, you can strain it into a spray bottle and use it as like a cleansing homemade magical mist. Definitely keep it in the fridge. It will last for about a week or 2, but because the ingredients are fresh, it will go off pretty quickly. And there you have it, your own springtime simmer pot to refresh your space and spirit this season. I hope this video gave you some inspiration for your own simmer pot rituals. And if you give this a try, let me know in the comments what ingredients you used and how it went for you. I always love to hear from you. And if you love this kind of everyday magic, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Until next time, friend, I'm wishing you a magical spring season ahead. Bye!